Well, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. My name is Miss Camille, and I am a licensed cosmetologist with over 35 years of work experience. And I am the host of the Spinning Chair. And on this channel, I would like to share 7 basic tips on how to build your clientele and retain your clientele, and just offer some sort of support to hairdressers coming along the way, and barbers. Because I know sometimes we lack a little confidence, especially if you get out of school and it's like you just get thrown out there and you're like, what in the world am I doing? And sometimes it can be a little hard. So I would just like to share my experience of 35 years in the business with those along the way. So today's video is going to be about the greeting. So the first video was about the greeting. The second video was about the consultation. And this is the third video about the agreement. So yesterday on one of the groups I'm in, a young lady wrote on there that she had worked on a lady's hair for 10 hours. And she charged the lady $450. The lady was happy. But she said she used almost a full tube of bleach and a lot of products. So from what I could see, the lady's hair was to her shoulder bone, like way down to her elbow. So she was just, wondering, even though the lady liked her hair, she did a good job. She was concerned that she wasn't so sure that she did a good job. Which the lady's hair was black. She had black dye or rinse in it, and the lady lifted the cosmetologist. She lifted it to like a number 7, and then she put bleach highlights in it. So it looked really good, because sometimes you lighten people's hair like that and you get green and yellow and all kinds of crazy colors. So apparently the lady was really happy and it came out really nice. At least I think so. And a lot of people on the feed had like good things to say, and it turned out really nice. So going back to the consultation, when you consult people, you should be able to look at their hair and know what you can do or cannot do, which we discussed that last week, right? So for her to take 10 hours on that lady's hair, right? She basically was getting paid $45 an hour, right? Now mine is the product. Now I don't know if she's in a salon, even though she charged $450, do she have to give the salon owner 50%? So that means she only made $225. So, what if that is the case where she's working and she did the hairstyle and she has to give the salon owner 50% and for her products? Because you might spend $50 on products. So at the end of the day, let's say she only made maybe $200, let's say, if she paid $25 for a bucket. No, but she lifted it with bleach and she toned it. So she might have spent $50, just $50 to $100 just on product, because the lady's hair was past her shoulder bone, right? So with that being said, you have to give a thorough consultation, because when a person sits in your chair and you listen to what they have to say, what they want, what they need done, and you can examine the hair, and in your mind you count the money, how much it's going to cost, right? Because a couple of people in the feed was like, you did all that for how much? Because that was a lot of work. 10 hours, that's your whole day, right? On one person. Unless, but she didn't say if she did other people in between. Because sometimes back in the old days, when people have their product on their hair, we get a haircut in. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. While they're under the dryer or whatever with hair color or whatever conditioner, you get a hair cut or two in, right? So apparently she worked on this lady's hair for 10 hours. So future reference, I would have recommended, which I wrote, that you did an excellent job. Not only that, the client was happy. And one day you're going to get $900 for that color. Out here in Phoenix, they get $900 if they doing all that. Because that's a lot. Which he didn't say where she was from or whatever. But if she stays on the right track, one day she'll be able to charge $900 for that. Double what she got. Because not only that, everybody can't do that color correction. Everybody can't do it. So you have to find out what your niche is, right? And people will pay you for your work, for your expertise. Pay you for your expertise. But when you set them down in the chair and they let you know what they want done, that's the time in your mind. You don't have to tell them. You're adding up the money. Now, I have been to the parliamentary school or whatever like that. Every time they pull out an extra bottle of whatever, if they had the one, what is it? Say included one bowl of bleach, comes with the service, right? But every time they have to add another bowl of whatever, they charge you $10 extra. $10 for the color, $10 for the bleach. So you have to put in there and up. Don't give a flat rate. Do that make sense? That's like when you go to the restaurant. Just because you sit in the restaurant and order an entree, you don't get a free drink and free dessert and free extra ribs on the side and free extra shrimp on the side. No, them people add that stuff up. They add it up. Now, we are professionals, so we have to learn how to be professional and add that up. Now, because that lady not going to be able to just go anywhere and get that service. But if the young lady just started, if she charges, below the market rate because she's trying to build her clientele, trying to learn the different ins and outs of how to do color correction, she did a good job for $450. But $450 for 10 hours, that's $45 an hour. And like I said, they charge you extra bowl. Every time they have to come back and get another bowl, they charge you. So before you pull out any products, you don't have to give a person a direct answer right away. Look at their hair, let them talk, even if you have to go in the back and scribble down a couple of numbers before you agree. Because you just go somebody sitting in your chair, you don't have to do their hair. But sometimes I think we just want to get our hands in somebody. I just want to get my hands in somebody's hair. That's okay, but 10 hours on your feet, and in my case for 35 years, I learned the hard way. So now I'm like, before I even pull out scissors, before I do anything, I make sure I give a thorough consultation. And not only that, you let the customer know, oh, okay, this is what we have to do to get this result. This is how much it starts at. As I get into it, if I have to add extra product, this is how much it will cost. Now, last week it was a girl. she did the lady hair. It took 10 hours, and the lady walked out the shop and didn't pay. But now you have all kinds of apps and stuff like that. You want to, you can charge like $50, you know, just for them to book the appointment or whatever. But most of the time, most people don't give you a hard time. But the last time, like a week ago, a girl had the same situation. She did a lady hair, it took 10 hours. The lady walked out the shop and didn't pay. So you are free to give a thorough consultation, and if they agree to what the service costs, then you proceed. Other than that, you can politely say, "Oh, when you get back, when you get the money or whatever, we'll come back at a later date. We'll come back at a later date." Because you pulling out all them bowls of color, bowls of color, bowls of color. And like I said, most salons, they charge per bowl. Not only that, I want y'all to learn how to charge per length. Now my hair is going to take an hour. That's it. Because I have 1 inch or 2 inches of hair. So that means if somebody comes to you with their hair down to if somebody comes with their hair down to their shoulder bone, that's 3 or 4 heads. So you have to charge extra. And get comfortable with charging extra. Get comfortable with charging extra. But you let them know before you put your hands on their head. Miss Jones, repeat to them what they said they wanted. Miss Jones, you said you wanted highlights with the green, with the yellow, and you want a haircut. This is how much this is going to cost. And either she wants it or she don't. And if she says yes, then you proceed. But you don't have to grab everybody that comes in the shop. That's why I recommend working under a personal salon owner, because if you work under a personal salon, you have the backup of this, seasoned stylist to, let you know how much to charge or whatever. But make sure that you give a thorough consultation and let people know how much it's going to cost. And also remember to always add and up. Don't just tell them, oh, hair color is $150. And then you get in there, and it's so more than you thought it was going to be, right? So make sure you add that and up. Don't just start, on people hair just doing a whole bunch of stuff. 'Cause if you do it, they'll let you. And also, as you go along the way, take hair coloring classes so you can get more confident in, providing the services. But yeah, that's very important. Agreement. Make sure you agree to give a thorough consultation, and then agree to the service before you start. Agree to the service. Just don't start jumping in, because anything can come up once you get into it. So you have to have room. She said she used she said she used almost a whole container of bleach. Now, I don't know what kind of bleach she used, but that bleach isn't cheap. That's $30 right there. So we have to be comfortable in speaking up and letting the clients know how much the services is going to cost, and letting them know that we'll be glad to do it. upon them agreeing to the service. Upon them agreeing to the service. Yes. Yeah. Upon them agreeing. Now, if they don't agree, they don't want to give you $900 or whatever it costs, or $500, whatever it costs, then you just, okay, let them know what you can do. Let them know what you can do. And then maybe they'll come back another time with the other $400. But she said the lady was happy, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So always do a thorough consultation. Make sure you agree to the service. Now, if it's something you can't do, and you have a colleague up the street, around the corner, send them their way. The same thing, they'll send somebody your way. But like I said, we just had to encourage the young lady. You did a good job. 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 Which she did an excellent job. And when you get a chance, make sure you go to those hair coloring classes and learn all you can. Learn all you can. And depending on what shop you work at, sometimes whatever the color system they use, they have people come in and give classes on different color. And if that's something that you're really passionate about color, you stick with it, and over time you'll get better and better and better and better. But make sure you always give a thorough consultation before you agree to a service, because you never know what you're going to get into, and you don't want to tell somebody, oh, I'll do your color for $150, and you working on their hair for 10 hours. 10 hours. And not only that, before you agree, you have to let people know this might take 10 hours. So people can't, like I said, last week a girl had did a lady's hair and the lady got mad. But during the consultation, maybe the young lady could have let the lady know, this is going to take 10 hours. Because the girl last week, she said she just bleached the lady hair and she toned it. And she thought to style it. The lady walked out the shop. There's a couple of people on the feed said, you need to call the cops on her. So that's another good thing too. That's a good idea. Maybe if you know it's a $100 service or $1,000 service, take a picture of people's driver's license before you start. That way they can't walk out and say, oh, you took too long, or I didn't like it, or whatever. And you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about anybody walking out saying they didn't like the hair or you took too long. So make sure you agree to do it, but let them know how much it's going to cost, and let them know how long it may take, and let them know you can't do it. It's okay. It's okay. And then that's how you build your confidence up. Because if somebody really want it, that's what they're going to do. No, I'll pay for it. And then you need to let them know how much it costs to maintain the hairstyle. Well, your roots is going to grow, so in 3 to 4 months, you need to come back and get a retouch. And let them know. This is how much it's going to cost to maintain this hairstyle. Not only that, I have a special color shampoo I would like to recommend that I sell here at the shop. Give them whatever you have and let them know to take that home with you, so they can make sure they maintain that glorious style you gave them. You're not going home to Walmart or Target, just getting any old thing, stripping it, messing the color up. So you know what products you use, you can recommend what you use. Because a lot of times, this has been my experience. A lot of times women don't know what they want. So, or they might be going through something. Like me, it get hot, I cut my hair. You know, if it gets too hot, I start cutting my hair. It gets too hot. And out here in Phoenix, it can get 100 plus degrees. So wearing wigs is not always good for me. So, because I have a whole bunch of wigs in case of emergency. But women, we change our hair a lot. We just depend on what we wear. A lot of women's hair is connected to their emotions. So it's best to do an agreement with them to make sure that's what they want, and make sure they don't mind paying. Make sure they don't mind paying. Make sure they don't mind paying. And make sure you don't mind doing it. And that's how you build your confidence up. When you take back the authority, because you're the authority in this business. You are the professional. So, that's another point. So what you do, and you don't tell them, and you don't have to tell them what you're using. You don't have to give them your formula. I wouldn't give them my formula. But I would make sure I write down somewhere my formula in case when they come back, or if you work in a salon where you leave on vacation and you need somebody to do the service for you, it's on record. But that's another good thing. Keep records of your chemical services. So next time you do her hair, you remember, oh, I use 6NG and I use 8N or 8A, whatever, so you know what products you use. And that way she come back to you. Because see, the secret of going to cosmetology school is they cannot get in a box your expertise. Your expertise. So you're going to have to take it back. You're going to have to take your expertise back. I'm an expert in this. Because everybody can't do it. And they'll go get a box and do this and do that. And then they'll have to come back to you eventually, because if it didn't work out, they have to come back to you eventually anyway. Right? They have to come back to you eventually anyway. So, know your products. Know your skill. Be kind. Be confident. Be kind. Be confident. Be nice. And don't take no BS. Don't take no BS. Be kind. Be nice. Be confident. Because you went to school, that's your expertise. And over the years, you're going to build a reputation of, oh, go to Lisa. This is what she's doing, and she's good at it. Because what happens, and make sure that you give your client stuff to, like marketing materials to give to other people, because it'll be somebody else that's going to see that hair color, and they're going to ask her, oh, who did your hair? Oh, that's how you build your book, right? That's how you build your book. So be kind, be nice, be confident. Don't take no BS. Know your stuff. It is a pleasure. It is a pleasure for them to have you work on their hair. They're not doing you a favor. So be confident. Because I know even when I was younger, some people would be mean if they see that you know that you don't know. But if you know that you know that you know, just do your thing. Don't worry. If you make agreement, do your thorough consultation, and be confident in what you're going to do, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. So make sure you get that thorough consultation. And make sure you agree. Now, when I say agree, I want you to look at their hair, step back a minute, and say, excuse me, they want. If you have to, step back a minute. Go in the back. Get a piece of paper. Add up how much everything gonna be. Well, this color correction's gonna be this, that. I'm gonna start go off the top. I know I need 2 bowls, so that's $150 plus $10 extra for the extra bowl plus $20 extra for the tone. So you gotta be adding up. Plus for the length. Well, you might not have to pay extra for the length if you charge extra for the color, because you're gonna need extra color for the length. But that's up to you. Some people charge for the length. But make sure before you start anybody's hair, you count up the cost. Just don't get excited because somebody's sitting in your chair and start their hair. Make sure you explain to them how long it's going to take. Go in the back, like I said, if you have to, you count everything again. How much it's going to cost. And then come back and then let them know this is what it's going to cost to do. And then you repeat to her what she says she want done. And this is how much it starts off. It's not a flat rate. It's not a buffet. You have to charge for anything extra you're doing, right? Which lady said she charged $450. But I told her one day you're going to get $900. So I think she probably was a little not confident because that was a long time to work with somebody's hair. And then if you have to give the salon owner 50% or whatever, you know, that means she only made $225. Then she was out of product. That was the $50. So after you did all that hair, you might only make $175, $180. Then you gotta pay taxes or whatever. So take your time. Don't rush before you agree to a service. Thank you for listening to my live. And I am excited. All of you graduate from beauty school, going to beauty school. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Sometimes it used to be a time, which I don't know if they still do this, but instead of going to beauty school, you could work under somebody as an apprentice. But instead of going for a year, you will be working for 3 years. So, but at least you start getting your license, right? All this working on it, and then you can be working and making money while you're in the salon. Because some people, even though they don't want to go to school, they already have a clientele built. They just want to get the license so they can, be legit. Well, I'm going to get off this horn. Thank you for listening to the agreement today. If you have any comments or concerns, please reach out. And please like and subscribe. And make sure any concerns or questions you have, please make sure to leave them in the comments. And if I know, I'll share my insight and wisdom with you. And if I don't, then I'll point you in the right direction where you may be able to find the answer. But don't give up. Cosmetology is a good field to be in. There's lots of money to make. It's going to take time. Be nice, be kind, be confident, and don't take no BS. Don't take no BS. Know your stuff. And that's another thing. When the trade show comes to your city or a city near you, make sure you attend the hair shows. That's one thing we always did. We went to New York Hair Show, Chicago Hair Show, Baltimore Hair Show, Florida Hair Show. Anywhere, I've been to Long Beach, California to the hair show. Now they have it in Las Vegas, the IBS. Because I'm a member of the professional Professional Hairdressers Association or something like that. So I do still stay connected. I still stay connected. I still stay connected. I still stay connected because I don't physically do the hair anymore. I still know my stuff. I still know my stuff. And I know what it feels like to be working in not sure you did a good job, not sure you didn't do a good job, you know. But over the years, it got better. I just kept going. I just kept going. And like I said, when I first got started, before I owned my own salon, I worked under different, to be exact, Miss Jackie, and I worked under Timona. I think I worked under Timona for like 3 or 4 years before my husband came to me with keys. He said, I want you to be your own salon so you can have the keys with you. And that's what we did. And I was pregnant with my son, and he's 28, so that was 28 years ago. 28 years ago. 28 years ago. So please like and subscribe. But most importantly, leave your comments, leave your concerns of what you may have issues with starting new in the cosmetology field. Because I want you to keep them cheap and spending. Like I said, if that lady had worked on that lady 10 hours, she possibly could have got another 5 haircuts in. Maybe 10 haircuts in. But that's how we used to do it. We used to have one under the dryer, one in the waiting room, one in the chair. So I'm going to teach y'all how to do that too. How to, work and how to work and spin that chair. Get one people spin. Get one in, get one out. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. My hair was so cool. But yeah. So please leave your comments. And this is the agreement. Make sure after the consultation you agree to the service. And make sure you let them know what your required price is and let them know how long it's going to take. Because sometimes some things, they may have to come back another day. I can't get it all done in one day. But you have to let them know. Because if that's the person's only day off, maybe they'll come come one day when they know they have the day off and that they can sit in your shop all day. The lady last week, she said the lady sat in there for 10 hours and she was done with the lady hair before she could style it. The lady walked out. And that probably was a $500 hairdo, like this lady that just did one. So it's a lot dealing with clients. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, which I don't know if the girl got her money back. But that's a lot of work for you to work for somebody for 10 hours, then they walk out the door. But again, that comes from the consultation. You agreeing. And them agreeing. Oh, Betty, you done agreed to this. You're going to pay. And like I said, it's new technology now. If you have to, take a picture of their driver's license. And say, ma'am, for insurance purposes, we have to take a picture of your driver's license or whatever. So we can ensure that, the payment goes through or whatever. Anything. Whatever you got to do. Because you take 10 hours and do somebody's hair and they walk out the door and don't pay.